Hey, what's up, bitches? Today we're talking uh, in Indian here. Remember I did the previous video about the frickin' pop-up cap. Well, I got 20 minutes here. I'm waiting for a customer to get here, so let me pull this thing apart. So this is one of those cheap Amazon eBay specials and shit. So anyway, you'll notice it's now silver here. Focus, you fuck. All right. Now, that knurl doesn't look that good because it's really not that great. It's not perfect. It was beautiful looking, which is one of the rare times when I've actually got a fucking good knurl out of something. And I was using a pinch style knurling thing there on the lathe. So I took this thing apart. First off, all it is just, I want to say, 1/8 inch roll pin right there. All you got to do is rotate it 90 degrees to this little slot. I took a pair of little pinchy pliers there and got it moving, slid it out enough to grab it, and then I used some wire cutters on the side of the roll pin to kind of grab it, tighten the metal, pull it out. And I worked it out. Not a big deal. It came out just fine. So as you can see, now things that I did do once that it comes apart. Well, I speak wrong. I use the wrong words here. Took it apart. There is the main body, this piece, your seals, which you really kind of ignore during this, the roll pin, and a spring. Got that spring inside there. Boing, 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 boing. Super simplistic. There is also a little, just so you know, there is a little tiny hole right there for venting. So whatever. First thing I did was I threw it on there to give it a better knurl because you couldn't turn this fucking thing for shit. It was just trashy. So did that, did a beautiful one, but then unfortunately it wouldn't fit into the bore of the outer housing. It swells because when you knurl something, you're kind of mashing the metal and it kind of smears it and makes it just a million little burrs. Exact opposite of machining in theory, but whatever. So I had to take a mill file and knock down just the top heads of those there, and suddenly way fucking better. Okay, now second part here is I took the old Dremel attachment there and put a little grinding wheel on there, and you see the silver one because there's two of those are raised and two of them are recessed, these little four little ear tabs here. So I took the Dremel, beveled, deburred, and cleaned up these so they don't look very smooth in the image here. I kind of nicked it a little bit there with the Dremel, but it doesn't fucking matter. I mean, is it gonna matter? No. Sanded all smooth and cleaned it all out. Took the paint off of the pin on this piece by just chucking it up and then sander, and I think I used some sandpaper and took off all the paint, smoothed it right the fuck down because that thing was painted in there. You can see now it's silver and shit. Smooth it all out. Now you could polish it out and give it a super silky feel, but it's not that critical. Push the pin back in. You kind of have to push against the spring to drive the pin back in there with a pin punch, but did that no problem. Now ignore the paint or the little greasy little fingerprints on my paint job here. Now it's nice and tight. Boom, boom, whoop. Works so much fucking better. So if you got one of these Indians and you want to do a one of these Harley ones. Now, the only issue I see here beyond this is you got this ugly frickin' lip right here all the way around. Look at that thing. Like I said, it looks like the fucking Heisenberg hat. I don't know, maybe you get a tank bib on here. Maybe I may try and find a piece of stock aluminum belt, make a nice recessed bezel here, even bigger. I don't know. And make that go away. Don't know what the answer is there, but then you got another piece that's free floating on here, and I don't think I fucking want that, but I don't know. So I just wanted to see if I could do it. In the end, I'm still just going to freaking vinyl wrap this thing and call it done, or whatever. Peace out, bitches. Hope somebody freaking learned something about something.